Before you buy bees, before you buy a beehive, before you spend any money, watch this video first. Beekeeping is one of the most rewarding things you can do in your backyard. But if you're not prepared and you don't have a plan, beekeeping can become frustrating and frankly heartbreaking real fast. In this video, I'm going to help you decide if beekeeping is a good fit for you, and if it is, how you can start strong this spring. My name's Patrick Collins. I'm the beekeeper at Old Cappy Bee Products here in Hernando, Mississippi, just south of Memphis, Tennessee. We love working bees. We love selling our honey and our other bee products here, and we want to help you find that joy as well in your life. But there's some things you need to know, some things you should consider. So, what is beekeeping? Well, beekeeping is just what the word says. You are keeping a colony of bees. You are helping them live their life, and all bees want to do in their life is work, believe it or not. That's all they want to do. From the moment they come out of their cell to the moment they unfortunately pass away in a flower somewhere, they are working for the betterment of the hive and the colony. So, beekeepers can work as much as they want or as little as they want, but you do need to know what you're looking for. If you're not cognizant of what you're looking at and what you need, what the bees might need, then you may be watching a colony decline and eventually die, and that is very heartbreaking. Now, bee colonies do die. Just because if you had a colony before, or if you have a colony this coming up year and it does die or move on to another hive somewhere, that's not necessarily your fault. So don't think that it's all your fault, but there are things that you can notice and see that can help, and then actions you can take that can help the bees and help them come back from potential problems that they may be having. Who makes a good beekeeper? Well, people that like to learn a lot. I've been beekeeping for many years, and I am continually learning, and the bees are continually teaching me. So if you like to learn and continually learn, beekeeping might be a good fit for you. People who can be patient and consistent, those make good beekeepers. You're going to be doing the same motions over and over again, depending on how many hives you have and how you are and what you're doing that day. But a lot of beekeeping is just observing and looking at the beehives, looking at the frames that are in the beehive, looking at the bees themselves, looking for the eggs that the queen is laying, looking to see if there's pollen in the frames. Do they have honey? You're looking for honey or nectar that's going to be in the frames. All of those things are signs, and it's like a roadmap to a thriving colony. And you can read those on each frame that you pull up out of the box. And every time you pull a frame is the opportunity to learn something. If you're observant, then that can make a good quality of a beekeeper. If you need to slow down in your life and you need something to slow you down, to maybe block out a lot of the distractions in your life, beekeeping could be the thing. You do not want to work bees or work the bees in a fast manner. You want to be slow and deliberate, and you almost have to be when you're in there. It almost kind of takes over that you know you need to be slow, or otherwise you'll get stung and the bees get angry, and you can tell when they get angry and you can tell when they're not angry. And there's certain times a year that doesn't matter what you do, they're going to be angry because there's no honey being produced and they are hungry, so to speak. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. Who usually struggles with beekeeping? Those who don't want any responsibility. Having a beehive is a responsibility. You do need to manage it. You don't have to look in it every week. You don't have to look in it every 2 weeks. But the more that you work with the bees and the more you take that responsibility and you look at them and manage them, the better your bees are going to be, the better you're going to be as a beekeeper, and the longer you're going to enjoy the hive, the activity of the beehive. You also need to think about where you're going to put the hive. So if you don't have an area that's safe for a beehive, you're probably not going to be you don't really need to be a beekeeper. You need to have an area where children aren't going to be running in front of the beehive, pets aren't going to be around the beehive. It can be by itself, preferably in the sun, full sun. We'll talk about that at a later date as well. But you need to have a dedicated space for your bees to let them do their thing. If you have distractions or things that are going to be in front of that beehive, you wouldn't want to put it by your mailbox. The mail person would not appreciate that. So you just need to make sure you have an area for your beehive. Timing. Let's talk about timing. When to start and when not to start. Every year at the farmer's market in the summer, I get people that ask me, how do I start being a beekeeper? Well, in the summertime, it's too late. When to start is right now. January through March is the perfect time to start. You need to start researching. You need to start figuring out what kind of equipment you're going to use. There are so many choices. And right now is the time to figure it out. You'll be able to get bees. People sell bees, and typically we sell bees in the early spring. Bees are usually ready in April, or around April sometime, maybe May, depending on the weather. You're going to get your bees in April or May, and then they're going to build up all summer and fall going into winter, so they can be a big strong colony. So now's the perfect time to start. You're doing great by watching this video now if it's January through March. Bees can be affected by outside factors. One of them is mites. They're a parasite that live on bees. They are in every colony in North America, typically. There are ways that you can fight those mites, and if you don't, the mites can take over, and they don't kill the bees, but they make the bees so weak that they get other viruses and they eventually die. The mite is the biggest problem for beehives right now in North America. So that is something that you really are going to need to do a little research on, figure out what your methods are to treat your colony for mites, to what we would say knock them back or kill the mites off the bees. There are some very organic treatments that I use that are very safe for the bees, and they're frankly very safe for humans as well. We have learned to live with the mites and to be able to manage our colonies with mites. So that is something that is a strong thing. If you want to be a hands-off beekeeper and you want to put a hive in the very, very back side of your yard and just watch the bees come and go from there, you can do that. And the hive will last for a year, maybe 3, but eventually that hive will probably succumb to mites or other issues. So that's why we say, if you want to be a beekeeper, you want to be hands-on, you want to get in there, you want to be observant, you want to learn, you want to figure out what's going on. It's like a mystery every time you pop that lid. It's very invigorating once you really get into it. You do need to have some time, you do need to be curious, you do need to be observant, and you do need to be hands-on with the bees to be a real good beekeeper. If you're watching this thinking, yep, I want to do this, then you're in the right place. I'm setting up a beginner beekeeping video course that's going to be available over there on olcappy.com, olcappy.com. Part of the course fee will include a discount for a spring nuke. And a nuke is a nucleus colony of bees. So you can get all the courses plus a discounted spring nuke of bees when they're ready in April or May, and you'll be ready to beekeep. If you want to be a beekeeper, stay tuned. olcappy.com for the beginner video series. Thank you.